Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Jayo Radha Vallabha Shri Radhe
Jayo Radha Vallabha Shri Radhe
Jayo Jagannatha Jayo Baladeva Jayo Subhadra
Jayo Jagannatha Jayo Baladeva Jayo Subhadra
Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai
Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai
Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada
Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol
Nitai Gaura Sitanath Premanandi Hari Hari
Hari Hari Bol
Jai Om Vishwadvana Musa Paravarajikacharya Ashtotar Sati Sri Srimad Srimad Sabhaishanaranda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Acharya Sri Radhas Thakur Ki Jai Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Sri Manamai Ki Jai Srimad Tulsidev Maharani Ki Jai Samvedanta Vrinda Ki Jai Hari Rama Sankirtan Ki Jai Hare Krishna Mahamantra Ki Jai all assembled devotees Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
devotees Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
devotees Hare Krishna all Krishna Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Hare Krishna Vimal Prabhu Tej Mataji welcome back. So belated Janmashtami preparations.
Yes, we've been very busy.
Oh, wonderful Mataji. Great. Rakesh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, please accept me.
Prasad Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Okay, we will start today. We have done the Chatusloki earlier too. Okay, but I didn't mention they are the Chatusloki. I just said, look, we'll come to the Chatusloki concept later. Right? We have done them earlier. So I will take you back to the Chatusloki of Srimad Bhagavatam and compare them with the Chatusloki of Bhagavad Gita to see how the Chatusloki of Bhagavad Gita forms the basis for the Chatusloki of Bhagavatam. Where Bhagavad Gita ends, we say Bhagavatam starts, right? Yes? That's the Chatusloka comparison that we will do today. Right? Okay, we have done this Chatusloki earlier, but still, I didn't want to then say these are the Chatusloki because people will go and, rectify or get them by heart. Right? So I generally avoid mentioning to people, those are the Chatusloki. Even if they go to Google Mata, they'll get confused. So I deliberately, what I do is, let me share the screen. Right? Always let me share the screen to tell you whenever I conduct Bhagavatam class, I deliberately ensure that I am confusing people. Because Google says something, I say something else. Out of respect for me, they will ignore Google Mata. One second, I am trying to share my screen. It's a little trick up my sleeve so that people don't just jump in and get them by heart and not understand the context and the meaning. Right? The interest too. If you see here, right? In this document, it says 2.9.33. Actually, that's 3.2. The next one is 3.3, the next one is 3.4, the next one is 3.5. Google says 3.2 to 3.5. My document says 3.3 to 3.6. Right? People don't want to call it out, saying that it's a typo on my part. At the same time, they don't want to call it out, I don't know. Right? So, actually what I do is, I only leave the people in the context. When I come back, I'll tell them, look, it's 3.2 to 3.5. Okay. The reason, until we compare with Bhagavad Gita and understand these two in unison, right? We do not understand the crux of Srimad Bhagavatam before starting the meditation on Bhagavatam. So this is an actual meditation on Bhagavatam, where Bhagavad Gita is ending and Bhagavatam is starting. This is the meditation. Chatusloki. Okay, this is the essence of Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, it's 2. Just to let you all know and to have the recording right, it's from 2.32 to 3.5. Let me, also bring up Veda base and show you. Then we can discuss. Oops, wrong one. Second canto, first canto, second chapter. First canto, second chapter. No, it's second canto.
No,
second chapter, ninth canto.
Ninth chapter. Second canto, ninth chapter. 30. Typing there, I was wrong in saying what it is. Yeah, this 32, right? Okay, here 33, this is fine. The 32 is something that has been missed out here, deliberately missed out, so that I don't confuse people. I don't get people to do the right thing. Yes, right? I've got 3 to 3.6 here. So if you see here, this is the crux of the start of the verse. Yavanaham maha yadha bhavo. So this is where we'll start. Okay? So deliberately I avoid that and I leave people in a confused state saying that what is Chatusloki. Now let's start with Srimad Bhagavatam study in earnest. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Tasya jnanena sarakya chakshurunitavena tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Yena Bhutare Swayam Rupakatamakyam Dadati Swapadadikam Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutare Sri Mate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Tinamini Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prachani Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Destarade Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namani Gauratvi Se Namah Namo Brahmani Dev Go Brahmani Hitaya Jagaditaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namah Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Brinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpati Gopesa Gopika Kantarada Kantaramostute Taptaka Anchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusprite Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Krupa Sindhubhyo Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Cheva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jem Hridhiriyet Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pungam Langhai Te Girim Yet Krupatam Vande Sri Gurum Dena Taridam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Tapadakavalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunadhanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Pariyana Sahitam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalitam Sri Vishakhanvitamscha. Right. Let me now show you the similarities and just using that same thing And here I am calling it Chatusloki Bhagavatam. The four summary Bhagavatam, four shlokas that are essence of Srimad Bhagavatam. Essence of Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. Below is a comparative study of the Chatusloki Bhagavatam and the Bhagavad Gita Chatuslokas. Okay, does anybody know what are the four Chatuslokas of Bhagavad Gita? You can use Google Mata. You can use Google Mata undoubtedly.
10.8 to 12.
10.8 to 10.11. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattah sarvam pravartate. Last time we have discussed this, right? So let us do a little comparative study taking these things. First, I'll bring this here to make this Chatusloki comparable. I'm changing this. I'm removing that 2.9.17 which we used earlier. Right? I'm bringing it here. Let me bring the translation as well. Okay. Now what we will do is, we have 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5 which form the essence. 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5 which form the essence. Right? We have them right in front of us on our screen. Now I take you to Veda base, to Bhagavad Gita chapter 10, text number 8. Right. Here Lord Krishna says, Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattah sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. And let's see what Lord Krishna, Lord Srimad Narayana is telling Lord Brahma. Yavanaham yadha bhavo yadrupa gunaka kamaka karmaka tadaiva tattva vijnanam. Oh, one sentence is lost. Okay, 1 second. Vedabase.io, in my copy and paste, one sentence has been lost. SB 2932. Astute mad anugrahat. Astute mama anugrahat. What is going on here? Astute mad anugrahat. Yeah, control V. Astute mad anugrahat. Yes. Yavanaham yadha bhavo yadrupa guna karmaka tadaiva tattva vijnanam astute mad anugraha. All of me, namely my actual and eternal form and my transcendental existence, color, qualities and activity, let all be awakened within you by factual realization out of my causeless mercy. Right? What is Lord Krishna telling? Lord Srimad Narayana telling Brahma, this realization will only come to you out of my causeless mercy. Right? It won't come otherwise. But when will you get the causeless mercy? when you understand that I am the source of everything.
Okay, right.
Hare Krishna.
Okay. Yes.
When you understand that I am the source of everything and you surrender to me and are willing to service and worship me, that's when, by my causeless mercy, right, you will get this. Right? Next, what does Lord Krishna say? Brahma, it is I, the personality of Godhead, who was existing before the creation, when there was nothing but myself, nor was there the material nature, the cause of this creation. That which you see now is also I, the personality of Godhead, and after annihilation, what remains will also be I, the personality of Godhead. In Bhagavad Gita, I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. Yes? 1 and 2 are referring to text 8. Text 32 and 33 here are literally referring to text 8. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
So, Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna has given us a summary, and in Bhagavatam, he is detailing how it is. Make sense?
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
O Brahma, whatever appears to be of any value, if it is without relation to me, has no reality. Know it as my illusory energy, that reflection which appears to be in darkness. If it doesn't have connectivity with me, it has no value. So how do people get value? The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me. That's the value addition to the Jivatma. Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Jivatma's existence here without realizing Krishna is the supreme, and the surrendering aspect and the service aspect and the worship aspect, it's illusory existence. It's not just temporary, it's an illusory existence with the moha, the illusion. Ishwaraham aham bhogi. I am the Ishwara, I am the enjoyer. That's the illusion one is under. Yes? Hare Krishna,
Yes, sir.
Prabhu Mataji, clear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So please, whatever Srimad Bhagavad Gita has is teaching us, and we are trying to understand, Srimad Bhagavatam is an elaboration on that, on how to understand.
Yes.
What Bhagavad Gita asks us to practice, Srimad Bhagavatam is a demonstration of how various devotees have practiced. Yes?
Okay. Yes, Prabhu.
Right. So let's proceed further and understand. O Brahma, please know that the universal elements enter into the cosmos at the same time, do not enter into the cosmos. Similarly, I myself also exist within everything created, and at the same time I am outside of everything. Lord Krishna is explaining the Paramatma Tattva and his Paramapurusha Tattva in this shloka. Yes? When he is entering into everything, he is the super soul. Yes?
Yes.
When he is outside, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Of course, he is always a Supreme Person, but in his Purusha form. Yes?
Mm.
So, what should a person do? That again Lord Krishna says in 2.36. That's the conclusion of the Chatusloki. What is it? A person who is searching after the Supreme Absolute Truth, the personality of Godhead, must certainly search for it up to this in all circumstances, in all space and time, and both directly and indirectly. Yes? He is talking search for me both directly and indirectly. Yes? What is the direct search? Trying to render service to the Lord, trying to chant His name. What is the indirect search? Looking at the presence of the Lord in everyone's heart as Paramatma. Hare Krishna?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu. Okay.
Right. Now, let's look at 10.9 to compare. Machita matkata prana bodhayantah parasparam kadahintascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. The thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are fully devoted to my service, and they derive great satisfaction, bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about me. This is the direct perception. Yes or no?
Yes.
This is the direct perception. Why? You are getting the realization of each other. Right? Bodhayanta parasparam. Teaching each other. Kadhayantasya mam nityam. You are glorifying the Lord. So the Lord reveals himself to you, a direct perception, not an indirect thing. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Right, Prabhu Mataji, clear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
To give an example, Sandhya Mataji, yesterday when I asked a question, right? Do you know why Vyasadeva, had needed Narada Muni, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
You heard from a devotee and you narrated that.
Yeah.
That already has given you one contextual understanding of the Lord's mercy, right?
Yeah.
But when I spoke about the Guru Tattva, right, it had given all of us a second perspective, right, of the Lord's mercy, right? That's how it happens, right? Then, when a devotee looks at both these aspects and looks at the mercy of the Lord, they start realizing the karunya potency, the mercy potency of the Lord. Yes? The Kamalaksha Karunya Netra, the lotus-eyed Lord, whose eyes are full of mercy, that's what one would be able to perceive. That wonderful lotus face that has been kissed by the bimba like red fruit lips of Mother Yashoda. As we read in the Damodara Ashtakam, what does the verse say? Yashoda Devi kissing Lord Krishna. Anybody remembers? Namami Shadam Sachidananda Rupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam Yashoda Bhi Yolokaladhavamanam Param Drushtam Achyante To Dritya Gopya. That is about Mother Yashoda carrying a stick and he running away. Next verse says Rudantam Muhud Netra Yugmam Rujantam Karam Bhoja Yugmena Chatanka Netram Muhushwasa Kampat Rirekhanka Kanta Sitakraivam Damodaram Bhaktivadram. Next what happens, he runs away, then stands, starts shivering, quivering, and he is crying, and there are 3 rekhas on his throat. Right? Idante mukham bhojamatyante nile vrutam kuntarai snigdharaktaischa gopya muhuschimbitam bimbat raktadharam me manasya virashtam alam lakshanabhai. This is the 4th verse. I've skipped the 3rd verse. It looks so I have skipped. I'm saying the 3rd I have skipped deliberately. The 4th also I have skipped. I have gone to the 5th, right? Deliberately, because I don't want to spend too much time on that. Idante mukham bhojamatyante nile. How was his face? Very, very, very blackish blue. Right? Vrutam kuntalai snigdharaktaischa gopya. Right? But the cheeks were filled with red lip marks of Mother Yashoda's kisses. Remember, Mother Yashoda's love was so much she didn't even need a lipstick.
Yes.
The mother's blood comes out of her love as milk to the baby. Every mother's blood comes through her, blood-giving organs as the love for the baby, as milk. But Mother Yashoda's love was so supreme that even her blood on the lips came out and got imprinted like a lipstick on Lord Krishna's face. That's how beautiful Lord Krishna's face is. That Kesava, one with the beautiful hair, that wonderful lotus-eyed Lord with his merciful glances, how he is in various ways is merciful towards us, is something we perceive through this direct interaction with the devotees. Yes, there is book Bhagavatam, there is the devotee Bhagavatam. From the book Bhagavatam, we are understanding the Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela of Lord Krishna. From devotee Bhagavatam also we are understanding the same thing. So it's non-different. Hare Krishna, clear on this? How it's a direct perception?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
This is the most important thing to remember. Right? Now, what does Krishna say next? The reason I have come to these verses is just to bring out this connectivity so that we are clear when we discuss Srimad Bhagavatam. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Krishna gives the understanding to come to him. And what does Krishna say here? Right? Let all be awakened within you by factual realization out of my causeless mercy. Right? He is clearly saying causeless mercy, right? Astu te mad anugrahat. Astu te mad anugrahat, by my causeless mercy. And Krishna, what is he saying? Dadami, I am giving. He is saying I am giving. And here Krishna is saying it's by my causeless mercy. Clear? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu.
Is this clear?
Yes, Prabhu.
What is his causeless mercy? That he explains in the 11th sloka. He says, Tesham, please remember this phrase, Evanukampardham, Tesham evanukampadham, aham ajnanajam tamaha, nashayami atma bhavastho, jnanadipena bhaswata. To show them special mercy, I dwell in their hearts, destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu.
Can you see the connectivity between the Chatusloka of Bhagavad Gita and the Chatusloka of Srimad Bhagavatam?
Yes.
It's without that mercy of Krishna we cannot understand Srimad Bhagavatam. Right? How will we get the mercy of Lord Krishna? What is the last instruction Lord Krishna gives to Arjuna about how we should surrender?
Sarva
Dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. And what is the dharma that we should give up to surrender to Lord Krishna to understand Srimad Bhagavatam? I will read it, I can do it, I will understand it. We have to give up I can. We have to give up the ahankara. Right? Because Srimad Bhagavatam clearly says in the first canto, Kalau sumannavatayo sudabhagyo hi upadrutaha. In Kali Yuga, each and every one of us is mandamati. Right? Very, very infinitesimal in spiritual intelligence. Mandabhagya. We have Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi. Upadruta, always in some sort of a trouble or the other. If nothing, we will have the boss's trouble. Right? We want to go to Janmashtami celebrations, so the boss says, if you are working in the IT industry, hey, I have to attend an urgent meeting, which I can't, you represent me. Job done. How do I handle Janmashtami service? How do I handle this boss? Do I satisfy the Krishna boss or the Maya boss? Right? So this is the reality. This is the reality. So at every step there is danger. At every step there is danger. Even the job that we are doing is a dangerous aspect in its own sense. Right? My wife was not keeping well for a few months. Right? And those few months were like this. I had to take care of her, I had to take care of the home, and I had to take care of work. Fortunately, this was post-COVID and I was working from home. I could manage. The same thing for another colleague of mine when it happened post-COVID. Right? He had to take a clean unpaid 2 months leave because he wasn't able to handle. It was sheer Krishna's mercy. It happened to me at such a point of time where I could manage work from home. So yeah, you see, it's not easy existence here. Everything looks great, wonderful, but at the same time, that very same thing which looks wonderful causes trouble. Just like eating more than 4 gulab jamuns one time. Eating 1 gulab jamun is great, 2 is fine, 3 is okay, 4th is sugar level increased. That's what happens. Therefore, to give up that I can, I will, the approach towards Srimad Bhagavatam is, may there be the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, may there be the mercy of the Guru Parampara, may Srimati Radharani give me the permission to understand, not just study, but to understand Srimad Bhagavatam. And may Lord Krishna be kind enough, given the permission of all these authorities, to reveal himself as the Bhagavata Rupam, the form of Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu.
Clear on this prayer? So it's that surrender, it's that mood of surrender that's warranted for us to be able to start approaching Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavata Puranam Amalam. It's Amalam. That means it's pure. When we are approaching purity, we got to be pure. Yes or no?
Yes, Prabhu.
For that, what does Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu say in Sikshashtakam? Na dhanam na janam na sundarim kavitam va jagadisha kamaye mama janmani sware bhavatad bhaktira haituki tvai. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundari. I don't want followers. I don't want wealth. I don't want any beautiful women to appreciate me. Kavitam, or any sort of glorification. Kamaye, I don't desire. Mama janmani shware. In each and every life and existence of mine, O Ishvara, O Krishna, you become the Ishvara of my life. Bhavatat bhaktir ahaituki tvai. Let your bhakti be causeless. Ahaituki, without any desires that or expectations. So when we are approaching Srimad Bhagavatam, what should we do? Approach Srimad Bhagavatam without any expectations. Not even the expectations like, oh, if I read Srimad Bhagavatam, I'll understand Lord Krishna. We cannot understand Lord Krishna. He has to reveal himself to us. Oh, I will read Srimad Bhagavatam, praying to Srila Prabhupada, praying to the Guru Parampara. If you are initiated, praying to Gurudeva, praying to Srila Prabhupada, praying to the Guru Parampara, praying to Srimati Radharani and Radha Vallabha to bestow their causeless mercy and reveal Lord Krishna to me, if they so wish to. If they so wish to. Right? Hare Krishna.
So, what is the last word, Prabhu? If they so?
If they so wish to.
Wish to. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Because it's out of Lord Krishna's causeless mercy that we will understand him. Just our prayer doesn't guarantee anything. Yes, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
We are a person, he is a person, we have our desire, but to fulfill the desire or not is his decision. Let's respect his independence.
Yes.
It's a different story that he does. That's a different story. Right? If you take one step towards him, he takes 1,000,000 steps towards us. He says, Sarvadhaman Parityajya. Are we really giving up all dharmas? Right? Sometimes we end up chanting while, doing something else. Still He is mercifully letting us to read Srimad Bhagavatam today. Isn't this an example of His mercy? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu. It is
Yes,
true.
Yes, Prabhu.
Does anybody here think that they are chanting 100% pure?
I am not.
No. No. No.
But somehow through Ajay Prabhu, I, staying somewhere in Hyderabad with no association, suddenly get all of your association. This is the Bhagavata mercy. And here I am sitting, speaking on nothing other than Srimad Bhagavatam, past my 60th birthday. I don't know whatever time is left in me, but I am rendering service to the Lord. When I say left in me, left in this body. Right? I am rendering service to the Lord 3 days a week by the mercy of devotees, by all of you. This is Krishna's mercy. Where am I in Hyderabad? Where are you all in Australia? Right? And Hare Krishna Prabhu in Miryalaguda is joining. And all of us are discussing Lord Krishna. If this is not His mercy, what else is? I was sitting at home, right? I'm practicing whatever, little faulty Krishna consciousness that I think I'm practicing. Okay? Nobody in ISKCON knows me that much. A few years down the line, I would have left the body and nothing would have differed. But look at Krishna's mercy. Okay, this guy is doing something. Let's give him something, so that in his final years, he is engaged with me. This is the amazing mercy of Lord Krishna, to make the unbelievable, the unfathomable possible. Therefore, Krishna says here, I reveal out of my causeless mercy. And that's what he's saying, Dadami evanukampartham, to show my special mercy. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So the most important thing is for us to pray and pray for His special mercy. What is the special mercy we want from Him? Oh Krishna, please, you give us the opportunity to continue rendering devotional service to you through the study of Srimad Bhagavatam without any interruptions. Without any interruptions. That's the prayer. That's the prayer. Right? Why is that prayer important? Let us see. What happened here? 10, 12. 12, 13, is it? 1 second. Yeah. What does Arjuna say after Krishna says these 4 verses? Param Brahma Param Dhama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Purusham Shaswatam Divyam Adidevam Ajam Vibhum Ahu Swan Rishayas Sarve Devarshir Naradastada Asito Devalo Vyaso Swayam Chaiva Bravishi Me. Arjuna said, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the ultimate abode, the purest, the absolute truth. You are the eternal, transcendental, original person, the unborn, the greatest. All the great sages such as Narada, Asita, Devala and Vyasa confirm this truth about you, and now you yourself are declaring it to me. So the Guru Parampara is revealing the truth to us through Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. And Lord Krishna, He is Himself saying, Sarvadharman paritejya mamekam sharanam vraja. Just surrender unto me. Give up all duties. So it's with that surrender mood, we should pray to Lord Krishna, saying that, hey Lord Krishna, kindly facilitate this virtual devotional service of discussing Srimad Bhagavatam, as your Bhagavata Rupam, or the form, you in the form of Srimad Bhagavatam, uninterrupted, without any obstacles. That's the prayer with which we should be actually approaching Srimad Bhagavatam study from tomorrow. So, for that prayer, we will do a little Nrsimhadev Kirtan towards the end of the class. Does anybody have any questions on today's discussion? The 4 slokas of Srimad Bhagavatam, the comparative study.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu, even in bhakti also, always we go to Krishna seeking like something, desiring something.
Yes, Prabhu.
Rather than depending on causeless mercy of Krishna,
Yes,
we
Prabhu.
don't look at that point.
Yes.
So, at least from my end, if I see, always I go for something, without like asking whatever you want to give, you give me. That I never ask. Always I need this or I need that or something to do. So, when will this stage? It's always like that. 99.9% it will be like that. So,
Prabhu,
how to?
you and I, what are we in the Varnashrama Dharma?
Vanaprastha.
We are Gruhasthas.
Okay, good.
Gruhasthak.
You are ahead, Prabhu.
Stha means thapita, right? Sthira, right? Stuck in Gruha, right?
Stuck in.
Right.
Yeah.
If from the Gruha, if you take away the Ra, it means Guha, cave. Right. Yes. So the point is, that's what Prahlad Maharaj tells Hiranyakashipu, where Hiranyakashipu says, how is Lord Krishna revealing to you? How is it that you are being protected? He says, Tat sadhumanye asuravarya dehina sada samudvigna dhiyama asatgraha iti atmaghatam gruham andhakupam vanam gato yet harimashrayeta. I'm not trying to criticize Gruhasthashrama, or I'm not trying to belittle Gruhasthashrama. I have cracked the joke based on what Prahlad Maharaj had said. Right? He tells Hiranyakashipu, Tat sadhumanye, the great saints have opined, Asuravarya, O greatest of Asuras, Dehina, for one who is embodied in this soul. Iti atmaghatam, this gruha, or getting stuck to material desires, is atmaghatam. It's the killer of the soul. Gruham andhakupam, he calls such attachment towards material aspects while in family life as andhakupam, dark well. Right? And he tells Hiranyakashipu, Varam gato yad harimashrayeta, because in those days they had to leave physically and go to the forest, right? Varam gato yad harimashrayeta, go to the forest and surrender to Lord Hari. Right? But we are already in the Bhautika Vana with all the concrete structures. Where is another Vana to go to? Right? And we are no better than the Vanachara, the monkey. Because always our senses are looking for something or the other. Right? That's why Vanachara monkey is called Vanara. Vane ramati id Vanaraha. Right? Yes. Jumping from one tree to another tree is what monkey does, and we laugh at it. Jumping from one corporate to another corporate we do, and nobody laughs at us. Yes. Yes. Because it finds that fruit, we laugh at it. But when we find a 10,000 rupees extra fruit per month, or $100 extra per month, or $1,000 extra per month, we jump to the another organization. Right? If one appraisal session, the bonus hasn't come satisfactory, we'll try and look for another job. Yes or no?
Yeah, it's good.
So in this concrete jungle, the Bhavavana, the Bhavaranya. We are just like monkeys. The Grihasthas are like monkeys. Apologies, I am not trying to insult, I am trying to state the fact. Because I have also checked organizations for money. I am not trying to be a saint here. I am stating a fact. Right? Am I saying no, you don't do that? No. Why should we be dedicated to somebody who is earning millions from us and giving us, thousands? Makes no sense. Right? I've got millions of dollars of contracts. Did I get millions? No, I didn't. In my salary, ever at all. Yes? So, I'm not trying to tell anybody, don't jump, be dedicated to your organization. That's not my intent. All I'm trying to say here is, let's not look at the monkey and laugh. Right? Let's remember, we who laugh at a child when their balloon bursts, cry when our tires burst. Both are filled with air. Whether it's a car tire or a balloon, both are filled with air. Yes? The child cries for the balloon, we laugh at them saying that, hey, look at him, he's crying for the balloon. But when there is a tire puncture and we have to go to a meeting, we start looking at the watch. The roadside assistance hasn't come. We are not externally crying but internally burning. Yes or no?
Very true, bro. Very true.
At least that fellow is honest. He is crying for the burst balloon. We are not even honest. We are dishonest in our dealings. Right? And we are supposed to be showing direction to the kids. So therefore, Prabhu, the most important thing, rather than go to somebody else, let's go to Krishna. That's why Srimad Bhagavatam says, Akama sarva kamo va moksha kama yaudaradhihi tivreda bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. What does Srimad Bhagavatam say? Akamaha, if someone doesn't have any desires, sarva kamo va is filled with desires. Moksha kama, or just wants moksha, desire for moksha. Ya udaradhihi, or just wants to do good for others like Narada Muni. What should all of them do? Tivrena bhakti yogena. Very, very, very dedicated and committed devotional service. Yajeta purusham param. Worship the Supreme Lord Krishna. By doing that, what happens? Nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu. How? Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. By constantly doing the service of Srimad Bhagavatam in the book form of the Lord and also a devotee. Bhagavati Uttama Shloke. By glorifying the Lord and the devotees like that, Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki, the devotional service is established. So please don't worry, Prabhu. Even I go to him every day, saying that Krishna, I want this gujili satisfied for me. I always invite Krishna to scratch my back. I don't have any shame in saying that. Because he is the only source for me. He is the only destination for me. And he is the only path for me. So I depend on Krishna for everything. I am not ashamed to say that. So let's not worry about asking Krishna, Prabhu. Let's focus on how we can reduce asking Krishna. It's not about whether we are asking Krishna or not. If we are asking somebody else, we have to question ourselves, why are we asking somebody else, not Krishna? That's the most important differentiation. No other Devata, just Lord Krishna. If we are not doing that and depending on other Devata, then we have to question ourselves. But once we started depending on Krishna, we have to start questioning, how can I reduce it and improve ourselves continuously, step by step. Why? Because Krishna knows everything, he will give it. But we have been so used to asking, So we get a habit takes time to die down. Right? Makes sense? Ajay Prabhu, did I respond properly?
Yeah, it's absolutely correct, Prabhu. But when people say no, it's like you have to do this, you don't do this, all like in classes, I feel like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm no way I'm not going to achieve this.
Prabhuji. That is to remind us to become better. You know as much as I do, right? The continuous improvement process, right? The teaching technique, right?
Yeah.
It's just that we apply.
But I don't know, it's taking too long. Maybe I don't know.
No,
Not
it's
long.
lifetimes. But what is too long? It's out of millions of lifetimes. This is one lifetime.
Yeah.
We have carried for millions of lifetimes. How will it go away in one lifetime? It will slowly go. Right? When the thought creeps into our head, saying that why am I asking Krishna for this, and we are able to pull ourselves back even after asking, that's the start, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Right? That's the start of changed process. As I said, I do go and accidentally ask Krishna, and then I say, sorry Krishna for asking, and I'll say I'm withdrawing my request. I'm doing it. I do it. Almost once a week I go and request him for something, and then withdraw the request after saying that why did I ask Lord Krishna for this? And mind you, this is not devotional, this is purely material. I don't have any shame in telling you I'm asking Krishna for something material. Right? But I go back and say to Lord Krishna, it is that instant moment, or to Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra Devi, who are residing in the house to kindly engage us in devotional service. I go back to them, whether it be morning, evening or night, whenever the thought process comes, why did I ask? I go and pray to them, beg their pardon and say, please ignore the request. Or it could be the next day when I am doing the deity worship. It could be anything. But it never lasts more than 24 hours. That much I can assure you. But I do go. This happens. Because they are the only source of support. They are the only source of support. Right?
Yeah.
I don't want what I am going to say next be in the recording. After Nrsimhadev Stotra, once I stop the recording, I'll share with you why I say they are the only source of support. Okay?
Yeah.
What I'm saying, I don't want to be in the recording. It's purely a sort of aspect that I want to share with you. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Hare Krishna. So please, depending on Lord Krishna is the best thing we can do. Akama sarva kamova mokshakama yavudaradhihi tivrena bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. Yes?
Yes.
Make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So Srimad Bhagavatam ki
Yeah.
Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki Jai.
Jai.
Shri Guru Parampara ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Yeah.
Nitai Gaura Sitanath Premanandi. Hari
Hari Hari.
Bol. Hare Krishna. So, Prabhuji, if you don't mind, could I do the Nrsimhadev Kirtan?
Yes, bro.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Dadai de. Hiranyakashipu Vaksha. Shilatantana Khalaye. To Narsimha Parato Narsimha. Yeto Yamita to Narsimha. Mahe Narsimha Hrudaye Narsimha. Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapadye. Avakara Kamalavare Naka Adbhuta Shunga दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनु भृंगा केशवधृत नरहरि रूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय जय भक्त प्रहलाद जय भक्त प्रहलाद भक्त प्रहलाद जय भक्त प्रहलाद
जय
प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा प्रभुपदा श्रील प्रभुपदा जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव जय जय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल सर्व विघ्न विनाशक नरसिंहदेव भगवान की जय प्रहलाद महाराज की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी हरि हरि हरे कृष्ण।